Episode 5 of Pluribus continues to explore Carol's struggle for autonomy, her confrontation with the hive mind, and the ways humans navigate control, politeness, and influence in a world that no longer feels human. This episode highlights how subtle forms of manipulation, like friendliness and politeness, can cover real threats. The episode begins with the aftermath of Episode 4. Zosia is recovering from the cardiac arrest caused by Carol's actions. The hive mind, normally friendly, efficient, and cooperative, is now terrified of Carol. Even someone like Lakshmi, who is usually oblivious to danger, is furious that her son was crying because of Carol.
What is wrong with you?
First of all, I don't have a chaperone, so stop calling her that. And third of
Why
all...
do you do such things? Are you mentally unsound?
Third of all, I learned something important. Lakshmi, I think that there might be a way to fix it.
You do not ever make my son cry again.
This combination of fear, guilt, and misunderstanding drives all Hive members to physically leave Albuquerque to avoid Carol. Carol is left alone in the city, which visually emphasizes her isolation and sets up her exploration of the world without human interference. The Hive still wants to help her, but they also respect boundaries in a way that is almost painfully polite. They leave an automated message explaining why they've departed. It's a strange mix of kindness, fear, and discipline. Left alone, Carol decides to experiment. She creates a recording explaining the existence of the antidote and sends it out to the 12 other immune people. This action is both strategic and symbolic. She's asserting control. When the drone picks up the package, Carol observes their compliance and reflects on the boundaries of power in her hands. This moment blends frustration and amusement. On one hand, she is hurt by the Hive leaving her. On the other, she enjoys the small assertion of authority that comes from making them comply remotely. Carol's interactions with the drones and city technology show her intelligence, resourcefulness, and willingness to use tools creatively, even when she's operating alone.
As you can see, they seem to come in all kinds of flavors, plain, chocolate, strawberry, so on. But the thing is, it's not milk in any of them. It is this one strange liquid.
Carol begins to explore the city, which is now largely abandoned. The absence of people emphasizes the contrast between human chaos and the Hive's artificial perfection. While the world is empty, Carol interacts with her environment in ways that are chaotic and inventive. She lights up the city, ensuring visibility for wildlife, and uses the abandoned space to establish her own order, her own sense of control. Her exploration leads her to notice the unusual amount of milk being distributed throughout Albuquerque, a seemingly trivial observation that soon becomes central to the episode. She follows the trail to the Duke City dairy plant, uncovering a substance in brown bags and investigating its contents. The substance's translucent, oily nature raises questions about its purpose. It could be related to nutrition for the hive mind or something more dangerous. Amidst the chaos, Carol continues her personal rituals. She clears her late wife Helen's grave, hand paints a headstone, and confronts grief that she's been avoiding. Helen's memory drives Carol's determination. The absence of her late wife leaves space for Carol to take initiative in unprecedented ways. This is a key motivation behind Carol's methodical approach to solving the hive problem. Her drive isn't only for humanity, but also to honor the memory of someone she loved and lost.
In this dairy, they make this by mixing water into this white powdery stuff. Can you see that? Whatever that is. And then the resulting liquid is all they seem to consume.
Carol discovers barcodes on the brown bags and uses a store scanner to trace their origin. This leads her to AgriJet, a storage facility housing more of the mystery substance. While she doesn't fully understand what's inside, her process of discovery highlights her analytical mind and problem-solving skills. Even when confronting unknowns, Carol remains methodical. The sequence emphasizes her growing independence and adaptability. Though she operates alone, the hive mind's influence is felt constantly. Their absence is a reminder of interdependence. Even someone as capable as Carol cannot function entirely without external systems. At the same time, The hive's reaction to Carol shows that her agency has power over them, but also that misuse of that agency carries consequences. Her previous mistakes, especially with Zoja, hurts the narrative, emphasizing that freedom is a moral responsibility, not just a privilege. The ending, with Carol freaking out at the plastic-wrapped things in the dingy room, is really interesting. This shows a bigger idea. No matter how smart or prepared she is, there are things she can't control or fully understand. Carol has been investigating, experimenting, and trying to figure everything out, but this moment reminds us that the world is bigger and stranger than she expects. Episode 5 shows how one person's determination can reshape their environment, how grief can fuel action, and how curiosity can drive humans to extraordinary effort. Carol's exploration of Albuquerque, her investigation of the hive's sustenance, and her personal mourning combine to show that freedom comes with responsibility, and knowledge is most powerful when paired with ethical awareness. In this episode, Pluribus reminds us that autonomy is never simple, curiosity is dangerous, and isolation can be both good and bad. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.